So, just a few days ago, I made a video on why you shouldn't buy GTA 5 for next gen, as it really wasn't all that expanded or enhanced. Now, I'm still sort of sticking by that point, and at the end of the day, it's not really my choice to tell you what to do though, so it's your decision. But I'm not really here to talk about that today. Instead, there's something else that I have to admit that I was wrong about. But I will get to that point later on in the video. But in the meantime, if you guys could smack that like button, because this isn't easy to admit when you're wrong about something, you know? Anyway, what I am here to admit that I was wrong about is that I had put all the blame on Rockstar Games. I was honestly just sad that Rockstar was slowly turning away from the game developer that we all loved and grew up with. Rockstar just recently seemed to have just been churning out games like the Defective Trilogy, GTA 5 Expanded and Enhanced. Before that, we also saw things like microtransactions in GTA Online, which still continue to this day, and then the abandoning of Red Dead Online. But the thing is, Rockstar aren't entirely to blame here, and overall they might not even be at all to blame for this. Because after reading some comments and doing some thinking, we really have to blame the parent company, Take-Two Interactive. And look, Rockstar isn't completely innocent here, but Take-Two has changed their business model over the past 5 years or so. Their studios, such as Rockstar or 2K, have been forced to produce year-round results, like quarterly results all the time. Take-Two used to publish big franchises like Borderlands, BioShock, Mafia, Civilization, and so many others, but the landscape of the game industry has shifted over the past half decade, and things have changed within Take-Two Interactive. It moved away from the one-time campaign type blockbuster games, and now has moved towards the more online games with purchases. Seriously, just think about what they mostly come out with and what brings in most of their revenue. It's games like NBA 2K, which is a yearly release, and it's known for microtransactions galore. Like, it is a machine of microtransactions, and I'm to blame too. I get this game every year. I play it every year. I'm a big basketball fan. I love playing it, so I'm a big part of the problem. And they also just recently released WWE 2K22, which is actually a really fun game, and I'm currently playing it, and there's another reason to blame me. I'm part of the problem here. And weirdly enough, now that I do actually think about it, besides Elden Ring, like 75% of the games that I've been recently playing have all been Take-Two branded games. And that's the thing right here. Take-Two expects results from Rockstar and 2K games, and they expect them every single quarter, and that just shows the fact that the gaming industry has shifted over the past half decade or so away from those one-time blockbuster campaign type games and, like I said, to the online microtransaction heavy stuff. So the question is, how do you not blame Rockstar here? Why are they falling to this? Why are they bringing out these minimum effort games known as GTA remasters and whatnot? Well, that's where my theory comes into play. They've already officially announced that they're working on the next GTA game, hopefully GTA 6, so that while they're getting hounded by the bosses at Take-Two telling them we need results and all this stuff, they've been putting in minimum effort so they can focus all their effort and energy towards the next installment of the Grand Theft Auto series. Now you might ask, why don't they stand up for themselves? Well, it's simple. It comes down to one man. His name is Dan Houser. Ever since Dan Houser, one of the brothers who founded Rockstar Games, left the company, they've essentially been left without one of their captains who made sure they stuck by their old ways of taking time and producing quality games and not just churning out stuff like they have been in the past, half decade. Dan Houser even stated that he left because of creative differences and the insane work hours and results-driven ways that the company had sort of shifted towards. And now they're just left with his brother who's in charge, Sam Houser, and he pretty much just listens to everything that Take-Two tells them to do, and there really isn't that sort of creative drive at the top that says, okay, we started this company together, and there's just no balance there anymore. And it's really weird to look at this like this, because you look at the games that Rockstar has put out, you look at the games that 2K put out, and you're like, okay, they're still pretty good games overall. A lot of people still buy them and whatnot, because we're kind of addicted and we love these games. But when it comes down to Rockstar, you know what their ceiling is, you know what they're capable of, you know what their actual vision is with games, and then you know that they're not delivering that to what they're capable of. Like GTA 5 Expanded and Enhanced, or whatever you want to call it on next gen, isn't a bad game. but it's not the standard of quality that Rockstar is known for. It's still a decent upgrade, it could just be a lot better given their track record in the past, before the most recent times. And the same goes for the trilogy that came out last year, that I like to call the defective trilogy. Yeah. And also, I just want to say, like I did in the very beginning of this video, that I would get back to this, why I'm wrong about telling you guys to not buy GTA 5 on next gen, and that it's your decision. Well, it is your decision, but I have to say this part. It's just kind of showing that if we keep buying these games, and I'm guilty of it, we're allowing the games industry to keep going in this way, but it seems like it's still a lost cause because we're the minority. We're these hardcore gamers that really look into our games, that really want to play them, that are just about everything, you know, like they get into the nitty-gritty details and whatnot. So yeah, overall, the masses, the general guy who just wants to play on his couch, guilty as proven here too, they're just the types that don't care and they buy the game and just enjoy it for what it is, and that's totally acceptable, but it's just showing where the games industry is going. It's all results driven, profits, and it's quite sad what our amazing culture and art has turned into. So yeah, let me know what you guys think regarding my theory in the comments down below. Do you have any other theories yourselves? And please smack the like button if you enjoyed this video, and also do that if you end up wanting to subscribe to the channel, and make sure the notifications are on. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.